Let me ask you a question. You ever gotten this assignment? Curt, I've got this impossible project. It's huge. It's ambiguous. It's going to be met with a lot of emotional resistance, and it needs to be done by the end of the month. Now, most people hate that assignment. I love it. It's impossible. No one has done it. I want to be the one who accomplishes it. Now, impossible projects don't mesh well with my personal goals. I'm a family man. I have 4 kids. If you ask them, they would say they want to spend time with me and they want me to have job security. So impossible projects may not mesh well with job security, but if I like my job, which I do, I just better be good at it. Let me tell you how to be good at impossible projects. First, figure out the solution on your own. Second, arrange all the meetings or stakeholders so that you definitely arrive at that conclusion. Third, just run over anybody you have to so that you can get to the solution as quickly as possible. All right, so I may be exaggerating, but that's no way to build relationships in any organization, especially this one. I needed to change. All right, I'll admit it. I didn't think I needed to change. I came from the automotive industry. I learned that you had to break a few eggs in order to make progress. One day, one of my associates in my department, she came to me and said, "Curt," I said, "Yeah." She said, "You're being a jerk." It was a slap in the face, but I'm glad she did it because that was probably the first time I started to become emotionally aware. And I would say my leadership journey started at that time. So let me tell you a little about my leadership journey. First, I spent time with business of people and learned I need to do a lot better job listening and responding. I'm getting better at it, but I'm still working on it. I did a 360 and learned that I need to control my nonverbals. I'm getting better at it, but I'm still working on it. I worked with my executive coach who taught me I'm a DI and it's these steadiness people I struggle with. I'm getting better at it, but I'm still working on it. Finally, I spent a lot of time at Lead learning about vulnerability, and I resisted it. I questioned it. But I had my Cry at Lead day, and I began to embrace it. I'm getting better at it, but I'm definitely still working on that one. All the while, we heard from Mike, and Dave, and Jana, and Cheryl about how they have personal development plans, that they're on a leadership journey, and they're still working on it. So I bring you to current day. This past month, I ran a huge, ambiguous project. It was definitely filled with emotional resistance. Probably one of the biggest projects I've ever run. But this time I collaborated. I listened and responded. I controlled my nonverbals, and I adjusted my DI style to all the different stakeholders. I even showed my vulnerability to all the players that I didn't really know the right answer and that I needed their help. It was the best project I've ever run. So I've come a long way on my leadership journey, and I've gotten a lot better, but I'm still working on it. Thank you.